Wait, is that my lunch? Why are you eating my lunch?
I'm trying to save up.
You know that actually isn't my lunch.
Huh?
That lunch actually belongs to...
Trouble Busters! Nom 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 nom. Nom.
Alright, time for a lunch break. Wait, what? Is that my lunch? Why are you eating my lunch?
I'm trying to save up.
My name is Melanie. I caught my shameless colleague Madison stealing the lunch that I brought to work. What in the world are you thinking? You can't just steal my food like this. Oh yeah? And how are you gonna prove that I stole your food? What do you mean? I just saw you eating it.
Nah, looks like you're the one who ate it.
What?
What a great meal it was.
Wait, my lunch is all gone again.
It's not all gone. Check it out. I left some for you to enjoy too.
Oh, okay. Wait, but why? Oh no, she did it again.
You're welcome. I left some for you again.
Why do you keep doing this?
That was another great meal too.
Madison, you seriously need to stop eating my food.
Well, like I said the other day, how are you going to prove that I stole your lunch?
She's right, I can't prove that she ate my lunch. If only I could get her fingerprints, it'd be obvious that she's the culprit. Then again, she could also just say that she just touched my lunchbox when we were taking our breaks together, and that'd just be it. But I spend my precious time prepping my lunch, and I can't let her keep eating it. I need to do something about this. I'm going to make her learn her lesson that food grudges are never forgiven. I'll never let her get away with it. Trouble Busters.
I'm so full. Oh, hey, Melanie. Thanks again.
Thanks for what?
Thanks for the food, obviously.
For the food?
Just letting you know, though, it tasted kind of weird today. The egg wasn't fully cooked and the meatloaf texture was a little off. Putting it the nicest way, I give it a score of 15%. LOL.
Are you sure that was my lunch?
Huh?
I believe that was Mr. Hawthorne's food, if I'm not wrong.
Wait, what?
She's right.
Mr. Hawthorne! Hold on a sec. I didn't see you come into the break room.
I walked in when Melanie did.
Wait, please don't tell me you're listening to our conversation.
Indeed I did.
Oh my gosh.
It sounds like you had a lot to say, huh? I woke up at 5 a.m. to prep this lunch, and you gave it a score of 15%?
No sir, that wasn't exactly what I meant.
How dare you steal my food and say it tasted weird?
Wait sir, I wasn't the one who stole your lunch.
Huh?
Melanie, how dare you steal his lunch?
What?
I swear I saw you sneaking in here just to steal Mr. Hawthorne's lunch.
What are you talking about?
I said I saw you.
Stop, Madison. Melanie was with me in the other room until just now.
Oh, then I must have seen someone else.
There's only one person that walked into the break room, and that was you, Madison.
Well, that doesn't exactly make me the culprit.
Madison, how do I tell you this? You have something right next to your mouth.
So, where's the evidence?
She ate it.
You're gonna insist on your innocence so much. Why don't we take a look at the surveillance footage?
Surveillance footage?
Weren't you paying attention in the morning meeting?
Yeah, something about cameras.
Yes, during the meeting they announced that we now have surveillance cameras to enhance our security.
Oh no, was that when I went to the restroom?
I think you might be right.
Why didn't you tell me about the cameras?
Why am I supposed to tell you? I mean, who would have thought we'd actually catch someone doing something bad? At least not I.
Are you trying to accuse me of doing something bad?
Well, you stole Mr. Hawthorne's food.
I just got confused.
Confused? How do you get confused that it's yours when I left it on my desk? You picked up that lunch from my desk. There's no way you were confused.
I didn't think it was Mr. Hawthorne's. I thought it was yours.
There you go. And what makes you think that it was okay if the food was mine?
That's because you always acted okay when I ate your food.
When did I ever act okay? I was never okay with it. You never even cared to think if I'm okay when you steal my lunch every single day.
I did care about you, and that's why I always left half of it for you.
Left half of it, huh?
Listen, Madison. Melanie showed me her lunchbox after you ate it. That leftover food looked like you just got too full to finish eating.
No, sir, please listen. I chose to be kind enough to let Melanie have some food. Don't you understand how kind it was for me to do this?
Nope, we don't understand. As a matter of fact, it was annoying that you never finished the food.
Oh, come on. Can't you be more receptive?
Hasn't your mother taught you that it's rude not to finish your food?
What am I supposed to do with your leftovers?
Are you guys telling me that I shouldn't have been humane enough to leave some food?
You're so humane you wouldn't be stealing someone else's food. I prepped my lunch for myself, not for you to enjoy.
This is theft.
What?
You ate my lunch without consent. Your actions constitute theft.
Wait, what? Oh, come on. This isn't even that big a deal. I only borrowed your food for a couple days.
And that's what constitutes theft. Theft penalties by law may result in 10 years in state prison or a fine up to $5,000. I would never have imagined that my colleague would ever unlawfully take another person's belongings. You're not remorseful at all. And what kind of person are you to call yourself kind to leave leftovers that you couldn't finish? Not only that, but you've been shameless to judge and grade the food you stole. Why don't we go report this to the police?
Wait, hold on, sir. If my husband finds out about this, he might break up with me.
If that's what will happen, so be it.
Please, I'll upgrade the score to 16%.
Ah.
I'm talking about your terrible lunch, Mr. Hawthorne. I'll give you an extra credit and score it 16%.
Did you just call my food terrible?
Melanie, my friend, why don't you get my back and say something to him?
Mr. Hawthorne, should we call security so she won't run?
No, Melanie!
Oh, Madison, stop freaking out so much.
How am I not supposed to be freaking out right now?
It's only your first offense. You have a chance to get your case settled without a trial.
Wait, what?
In many cases, first-time offenders are treated less severely than repeat offenders.
Oh, really?
Yep, it's called a misdemeanor. Since it's your first offense, you probably won't get charged a felony.
Great! Does that mean my records would stay clean?
That is correct. Even if you get transported from jail to prison, your case might be settled without a long trial as long as the prosecutor decides not to put you on trial.
Oh, great. You scared me a bit there. So I'm all safe and innocent.
However...
Huh?
What I said will only be true if it doesn't involve any embezzlement.
Embezzlement?
Madison, I know what you've been up to. Stealing company funds.
What? Wait a minute, Melanie, are you being serious?
That's not true, Mr. Hawthorne. She's lying. She's lying because she wants to get me in trouble. Melanie, how dare you say something like that?
Madison, I already told you we have surveillance cameras in our office since this morning.
So what?
I saw you this morning. You were sneaking some cash from the safe into your pocket. I'm sure there's footage.
This is insane. If this is true, you really are going to be charged for embezzlement.
No, sir, let me explain. I took that cash to pay out for business trip expenses for my colleagues.
What?
Yeah, but I was gonna give it to them later when I see them. I'll make sure to pay them out after I'm back from my lunch break. Nice try, guys, but I'm not letting you guys get me.
What do we do now, Melanie?
I knew this is what she would say. If that's the case, Madison, could you explain to us why there's always a cash shortage reported on your account for the past 3 years?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
A coincidence? No, this can't be right.
Don't worry, I've got proof.
Wait, what?
Go ahead and take a look.
Wait, why is the communication expense so high?
This is the monthly budget sheet that Madison created last month. I wonder why she manually inputs numbers instead of using the formulas on the spreadsheet.
That's because
the sheet doesn't even need manual input. It's supposed to calculate everything on its own. Madison, would you like to explain why you would manually input numbers?
How do you even have this Excel file?
You better explain why you're spending so much on communication. Our company pays for all internet and phone bills. There's no way you spend that kind of money for stamps to mail out invoices.
I figured it'd be useful to have extra stamps on hand.
All right then, each stamp costs 84 cents. Are you saying you bought 476 stamps?
That's a lot of stamps. I wonder where they're all at.
I already used them all.
All of them in just 1 month?
By the way, the original version of the spreadsheet showed completely different numbers.
Wait, how do you even know that?
Knowing your poor attention to detail, perhaps you only manipulated the numbers that the upper management will see, right, Madison?
Let me just explain that this was just,
Embezzlement indeed.
I just did it on the spur of the moment.
You even manipulated the budget sheet. It looks like you planned this rather than doing this impulsively.
You kidding me, Mr. Hawthorne? Don't you recall how hard I've been working every day? Do I look like the type of person who would do bad things?
Yes, you do.
What?
You have no professionalism. You're always slacking off at your desk. You're late to work at least once a week. Your tasks are sloppy and they're usually incomplete. You take unapproved breaks without asking for permission. I'm tired of you. Everyone else is tired of you too. I don't understand what makes you think that I could trust you.
Oh, please, sir. Come on, trust me. Come on, it's not like I stole $1 million from the company. It was only a couple $100.
You think you'll get away with your excuses? I wonder how many times you've manipulated the budget sheet up until now.
It was just this one time.
I looked into it already. It looks like you've been doing this every month for the past 5 years.
Melanie, you little bastard!
So, hypothetically, your monthly communication fee should have been around $150. This means that you've been putting about $250 into your pocket.
I mean...
Monthly for 5 years, that's 60 months times $250 per month, which comes out to about $15,000.
Oh
We will be filing a police report for theft and embezzlement.
no! Hold on, Mr. Hawthorne. How am I supposed to feel comfortable working here if you file a police report against me? It's going to be super awkward.
Well, I believe that's the least of your concerns.
What? Why?
Didn't you know that embezzlement can be a felony up to 10 years in prison?
Really?
That's right, you won't even be working here anymore.
Oh my god, how did this even happen?
Excuse us?
This was only about your lunch. Why do I need to be alleged for everything else you just said?
Are you snapping back at us?
Come to think of it, this is all your fault, Melanie.
What the?
You kept bringing lunch that looked and smelled so delicious. I just couldn't resist trying it out.
Makes no sense.
Therefore, Melanie trapped me in this situation by bringing lunch that looked so appetizing that I couldn't resist.
Didn't your mother teach you not to steal other people's belongings?
Oh, shut up. I'm always broke and can't even afford my own lunch. You don't even know how miserable I felt when you're showing off your food every day.
Well, have you ever thought about how I feel? I wake up every morning and early in the morning to have a good lunch, and you just kept stealing it every day. Do you even know how I felt?
Who cares about how you feel?
Wow, so self-centered.
I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to retaliate against me by making me accidentally eat Mr. Hawthorne's food, by placing it on your desk as if it was yours.
That's not true. I'm actually the one who placed my food on Melanie's desk.
Wait, what? Hold on, Mr. Hawthorne. Why would you do that? I see how it is. You two are ganging up against me, huh?
Ganging against you? What are you talking about? Melanie's desk gets direct heat from the AC. I asked her to let me keep my food there so it stays warm.
Wait, really?
I'll admit that I approached to tell him my desk would be the best place to keep his food.
Oh, there you go. See, you plotted all of this to happen. You're just trying to get me in trouble.
I don't even need to try. Who would ever think that someone might take the food if it's sitting on my desk?
But you knew I was always taking your food from your desk.
Listen, Madison, if only you never took what didn't belong to you, you wouldn't have been in trouble.
Oh, it's not my fault.
It's clearly your fault.
No, it's not. Mr. Hawthorne, let me put it this way. If you see a poor little kitty starving on the street, will you call that kitty guilty for eating a fish that someone randomly threw out?
Neither Melanie nor I ever threw out our food, correct?
It's pretty much the same.
Wow.
By the way, Melanie, let me tell you something.
Yes?
Ever since I started eating your food, Melanie, you started leaving a message on the food, right?
What in the world are you talking about?
Don't act like you don't know. On the first day, you wrote F for the first letter. So I thought you were trying to drop the F-bomb on me, but I figured out your message. You're trying to tell me a fairy tale.
A what?
I finally got to the part where Peter Pan comes tapping under the boy's window. You need to tell me what's gonna happen next. What happens after he taps on the window? I can't go to bed without knowing, so now just tell me.
I don't mind getting you a children's book for Peter Pan when I visit you.
Visit? What do you mean?
Well, it's been a pleasure working with you.
Hold on, you're really not gonna report me to the police, right?
Of course I'm going to report you.
Wait, please, don't do this to me. It's true that I've been broke. I had to do what I had to do.
Don't you realize you're always broke because you spend more than you can afford?
That's not true. I know what I'm doing with my money. I just tend to find value in buying clothes, purses, and accessories from high-end brands.
Top 3 reasons to go broke.
I said I know what I'm doing with my money. I'm not like you poor peasants. Consider me an aristocrat. Those luxurious clothes are necessities because I need to dress myself appropriately for who I am. Everything I'm done was for necessities. And therefore I don't deserve this type of treatment from you guys. This isn't right.
So you're an aristocrat who steals food from peasants.
I wasn't stealing, it was a strategy. I need some funds to maintain my elegancy. That's why I borrowed the company's funds.
Borrow?
Melanie and Mr. Hawthorne, I hope you feel both honored. That you both got to take part in contributing to my elegancy by letting me eat your food.
Yes, and I honorably say that you deserve the consequences of what you've done.
Huh?
As an aristocrat, Your Majesty, you will act with diplomacy. You will admit your guilt and accept all the consequences.
Wait, hold on a sec.
You leave work early because you have a party to go to. You ask me to finish your task for you because you have an appointment at the spa. You would be willing to diplomatically hear out my frustrations, right, Your Majesty?
I said, hold on a sec. That wasn't what I was talking about.
Okay.
Melanie, aren't we colleagues? I don't think it's healthy for a relationship when you retaliate like this. Let's just forget all of this.
You were my colleague, but you're not anymore.
Wait, hold on. Hasn't your mother ever taught you shouldn't treat other people the way you wouldn't want to be treated?
And who are you to say that? Mr. Hawthorne.
Hello? Hi, is this the police department?
Okay, fine. Listen, I have an idea. I'll never steal food from you guys again. And in exchange, Mr. Hawthorne, you can forget about everything you saw today. And Melanie, you can prep my lunch when you prep yours.
What?
This will solve all the problems and we'll live happily ever after. Okay? So
let's not let you get away like this.
How can you even think you would get away from this?
And still no apologies.
And no remorse.
How dare you tell me to forget about everything I saw today?
And to tell me to prep your lunch every day?
Don't talk the talk if you can't walk the walk.
Oh, come on. Please have mercy and just let it go this time. Here, let me return some cash I have on hand right now.
This isn't enough.
Huh?
You still owe $14,750 after returning this cash.
There's no way I can return all that money. I already spent it all. Oh, Melanie, my dear friend, please have mercy. Here, let me return the food I took from you today.
What do you mean, return the food?
No, stop it. Cut it out.
I don't want you to return my food all contaminated with your stomach acid. That's disgusting. This is unacceptable.
Officer, right here.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Melanie, oh please, you can't do this to me. I won't steal your food ever again. Please have mercy. Melanie, oh come on.
Madison lost her job. Her husband also broke up with her, and the court found her offense to be a felony. Sentenced her to 7 years in prison. She probably never would have even thought that stealing someone's lunch would get her in such deep trouble. As for me, since Mr. Hawthorne seemed to be quite depressed after Madison's insulting words about his food, I invited him to come join me at the cooking class I've been going to. Now that we don't have anything to worry about and about anyone stealing our food, Mr. Hawthorne and I enjoy a stress-free lunch break every day. Troublebuster.